What's up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another video. And this is a very special video because today is my 10-year YouTube anniversary. And that is just something that literally blows my mind, that I have been doing this for 10 years. Like, that's crazy. Keep in mind, I'm 21 and I turn 22 next month. That's almost half my life of doing YouTube, which is insane that I've been doing this for 10 years. That blows my. Last year when I was like, not, it was 9 years. That was when I realized, wow, next year is gonna be 10 years, and it's crazy. And personally, I didn't even know if I'd still be doing this this long. Most people, if they got to the point where I'm at, they would have given up. And not me, though. Like, if that was at the point where I am, and they would have given up before the 10-year mark, because 10 years with only 1,000 subscribers, I still think it's amazing, in my opinion, because like, that's 1,000 people. Still crazy to me. That's still crazy to me. And the fact that I've still been doing this for 10 years, crazy. But I'm so glad I kept going and everything. I have a lot to talk about in this video. So let's just start talking about like how this whole YouTube thing with me started. And it's kind of a long story. So let's go ahead and get into it. So obviously, I don't know if I've ever told this story actually on the channel before, but I actually started this channel as a plush channel because of getting inspired by SML, which what he used to do used to be Mario plush videos, and I really enjoyed that. So I did that. I wanted to do a similar thing. I did it with I had some VeggieTales plushes, and that's where my old name came from, VeggieTales Raymond, and I stuck with that name for a very, very long time. And the plush videos are mostly all I did for most of the time. Then I started to get into other things, such as reviewing movies and everything. But like, there's another YouTuber I have to thank for what started the gaming portion of my channel, which was Markiplier. I discovered Markiplier when I learned when I first heard of FNAF, and because I discovered FNAF through other means, and I'll get that in the story in a little bit. Yeah, Markiplier is the one who inspired me to make gaming videos, and I thought that was really, really cool to do. Like, it excited me. Like, it was extremely exciting. And when I first started YouTube, I did not have good equipment. I had a crappy old iPhone and was not very good at recording. Did not know anything about YouTube or how it worked. Started back in May of 2013 making these silly, dumb plush videos. And it's crazy how the channel evolved into becoming this so many different types of content onto one channel. And then eventually later down the road, I kind of did a rebrand of the channel where a lot of the stuff, older stuff, was gone, because back then I was like playing games and holding the camera with one hand, because I didn't have a tripod or anything like that. At the time, that's the only way I could do YouTube back then for gaming and stuff. Later, I started propping up my phone and recording games, just some of the stuff you see still on the channel. There was a lot of videos that were deleted off the channel when I did a whole like rebrand type thing. And I started doing YouTube back when like not everyone wanted to do it, or not everyone knew it was something you could do. Not everyone knew that. So it was kind of crazy doing it and making videos. And it's kind of crazy how it started from where I did and where I am now. It was completely crazy. And like channel started to grow a little by little. Every big milestone, like I consider, like obviously for me, the first big milestone obviously is getting your first subscriber. That's always cool. Like someone subscribed. That's cool. Then you get your first 10, which is enough, and then you get first 50, and then your first 100, and 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900. And then your 1,000, which also I apologize. I never did anything special for 1,000 subscribers. I do a video that still needs to be finished that is 1,000 subscribers special, which it will get uploaded when it's done. Maybe I'll work on it this week. But then years later, I wanted to do I did another kind of rebrand, I guess you could say, on the channel. Well, not then actually. It was before. I wound up getting I got the first console I really had while doing YouTube videos was my Wii and Wii U, and I tried to record stuff, but we had a crappy computer downstairs that I recorded some stuff on that was for like the big, I guess a bunch when I took down a bunch of old content and everything was crazy back then. And but like some of the games I played back in that era were like The Walking Dead. We originally played that whole game series on the channel, and then I redid it later, and then I think Goat Simulator was also something we did. We also did some fan games, and it's crazy to think about. Like that part of the channel is kind of gone, and then I wound up getting the next console I got was the channel was a PS3, which is where if you go back now is where the newest Let's Plays are, and were considered the quote unquote that's why if you go to the oldest video on my channel, it's not from 2013. It's from, I believe, like 2015, 2016, somewhere on that ballpark. But hey, those of you that were there during that time, like the weird era of like doing all that way, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It was a weird era, and I'm glad that you guys were part of it. But after that happened, we moved on to the I guess I can call it the PS3 era, where I had a better sense of recording with my phone. I still propping it up and everything, and not good camera angle. I was actually filming on a CRTV. Actually, I can probably while I'm sitting here actually look at my channel, and I probably should have pulled this up before I started recording. But yeah, if I look at my old videos, yeah, so it started with the CRT thing. But before I get more into that, I was on CRT TV. Before I get more into that, I want to talk about if you go to the first video on this channel currently, which was released in September 2015, which is my review for the third Equestria Girls movie, which, bro, the way I act in that video and like talk about a movie is so different than the way I do now. Like I remember when that movie came out, like I think I went to a school dance the night before or something like that, and I didn't get to watch it when it aired or whatever, so I watched it like later when I got home or something like that. I don't remember. It was crazy. And then I reviewed a Nickelodeon movie called Liar Liar, Vampire, which for some reason that review has over 800 views. For some reason, I have no idea why that video has the views that it has. It's completely insane, and I really don't understand how and why it got so many views. But back to the CRT TV stuff. That's where the very first Let's Play that on the channel. I don't obviously the stuff that before the rebrand and everything. But I don't really count those anymore because they're not up anymore. So the first official Let's Play, I'd say, on the channel was the Minecraft PS3 series, which I wanted to actually during this week go back to that, but I do not have a copy of Minecraft on PS3. I still have my old PS3. I just don't have a copy of Minecraft PS3 to go back to that world. Save is on there and everything, but I just don't have a copy of the game. It sucks. Then like you probably would think like, okay, the first Telltale game on the channel, The Walking Dead, right? Actually, no. We started The Wolf Among Us first, which actually for the longest time I thought I started that first, and then obviously we went on to start The Walking Dead, and then we jumped into our first FNAF fan game, which I played a FNAF fan game on the channel before I even played an official FNAF game on the channel, which was Five Nights in Minecraft. And at this time, this was using a crappy old computer using, what was this recording software called? I think it was like Screenomatic or something. It had a watermark in the corner. And that's what I used to use. And it was like not, I wonder if that's still like, you can still get that. I don't even know. But it was a pretty crappy recording software, and you could only record like 15 minutes. And the thing is with that, what I used to do, I would record multiple videos that they were longer than 15 minutes and then upload them to YouTube. And YouTube used to have a built-in editor where you could combine videos into one video. They don't have that anymore. But I remember that was the big chunk of how I used to do content back then. And then we throughout a bunch of this era, we started reviewing movies more. I got a I got a screen recorder on my phone that was really crappy. It was before iPhones actually had a built-in screen recorder. So for like our start of Minecraft story mode, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Pokemon Go, like those were recorded that way. And then obviously one of the bigger games on the channel that I started was Tales from the Borderlands, which obviously was a really fun time. And then we went off to start other games like the Phineas and Ferb game, Back to the Future, Heavy Rain, PewDiePie Legend of the Bro Fist, Life is Strange, Telltale's Game of Thrones, and then like that, then in 2016 we started Roblox on the channel, which I still occasionally do videos on now. And then we did the Would You Rather. So I'm not going to do every little thing we did a series on. But these were still like in that era. And also around this time, I'm pretty sure I started doing the challenges and stuff too. Like little smaller videos, and vlogs were also starting to become a thing on the channel at this point. Before I migrated to uploading a bunch of content on separate channels, which we'll get to that in a little bit. But then like the channel kept going and going and getting so started reactions on the channel, with I believe our first one being Remembrance, the audio drama. I believe it was our first one. I remember specifically reaching out to Ashley H. Actually, no, that was. I remember specifically reaching out to her and asking, "Hey, can I do a reaction to?" And I used to do that a lot, especially for the brony stuff. Like, and that's the thing. That's where the brony side of the channel started to form, was from the pony reactions. Like, for the longest time, reactions were just pony, like nothing else, and they were done on a computer still. Eventually, that computer kind of we got rid of it, or it broke or something. I don't remember exactly what happened, because it was right around the time I started reacting, when I finished reacting to Daughter Bride of Discord. Yeah, because the first reaction without it was the first episode, and with me just recording the TV and commentating over it. Was the was dot sorry about that, was Daughter of Discord episode, first episode of that. And obviously, for the longest time, reactions were filmed just like Let's Plays were being filmed. And back then, also, movie reviews, they used to be filmed with me holding the phone up to my face, not sitting down and like I am now. I don't know why I did it that way, and most of the time I'd go outside and do them. I don't know why. I occasionally still did a review outside. I've done a couple. Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure I know Emo the musical, all of the Snow Queen movies we reviewed outside. Um, um, what else? I know the New Mutant review, I believe, was outside. Uh, but it was crazy though back then. Like, the reactions were, and they used to do reactions so much more frequently. And this is like when like the reviews were really starting to pick up in steam. I was still holding the camera out and everything, but like don't even remember when we actually started not doing that. I believe the first time we did it might have been Wonder Woman, which, from what I'm looking at here, we still haven't even gotten to that point yet. But like, I remember so much. Funny story a bit. Like, I would have to, like, people would come to my knocking on my door, or burst into my room, or anything like that, and they're like, in the middle of filming. So at one point, I had to put a sign on my door that said "recording." Um, and actually, I don't think I put it. I think my sister put it there for me. Um, but like, oh, and around, like, we started doing the fan film reviews, which now I actually rebranded those videos to be just normal movie reviews. And like, we still were going through. It took me so long to finish so many games. Like, I don't know. And that's yeah. So the first one was Wonder Woman, and I'm at the point where, like, a lot of stuff was going relatively, like, fast, and we were right now. I'm looking at the era when, like it's crazy here, because, like, I don't even know. Like, I just realized something. I have a top 12. Actually, no, that's not what I was. And this is like around the top 12s or start. Okay, I just found out where the we first, which was our first reaction was that was non-pony related, was the Cancer Conquerors animation, the seniors Cancer Conquerors animation by Animated James. The first non-pony video we reacted to, but it was still by kind of a person in the brony community, so it was still. And around this time was also when we started reviewing the Monster High movies, which was a really weird chunk of time. And also around this time was when, like, It came out, and then the My Little Pony movie came out, which was a big 30-minute long review. I went into a lot of detail talking about that movie. And remember we finished the Would You Rather series on a phone recording, and then I still haven't even gotten to where we the PS4 era started, but I have got to the point where like the reactions format changed. So later the reaction format became a I would still record in the TV, but I'd set up a mirror, like so, and I had to put my camera at a weird angle so the TV was being recorded, but also so was I, but with the reflection in the mirror. So other people have done something like that in the past, and most of them actually would put the screen in the mirror and themselves be filmed normal. I didn't do that. I was a little weird. I didn't do it like that for some reason. Um, but like yeah, that's that era, and it wasn't a very long era of for doing reactions like that. Um, but I do remember one specific reaction. I don't know if I've got to it yet, but one specific reaction we did was for the entire was there's this Life is Strange fan film, and that still will go down as one of my favorite YouTube experiences. Sitting there watching that movie, that fan film, and reacting to the whole thing, which was really really cool. And we still kept going for a while with this recording format and everything, but then around this time I got my PS4, and I started on the not last it was Until Dawn, being the first PS4 game we played on the channel, which obviously, as you guys know, narrative choice-based games are kind of a huge part of this channel. And yeah, but like, and the channel kept growing slowly, and then I started taking reviews a lot more seriously. I started really going in depth, or trying to go in depth, especially around the Saw reviews, when I was really picking them up and reviewing kind of crazy, tackling franchises. At the same time, I was tackling 3 horror franchises at once. It was I just bought all 3 of them on DVD box sets before I even started collecting Blu-rays. Um, um, but I was reviewing the Saw, Child's Play, and Leprechaun movies around that time, and we were doing a lot of reviews. Like there were a lot of them that I did, and obviously I was going to the movies a lot, seeing a lot of movies, and then I still don't even know when. Because I remember I got a gaming laptop, not the one I currently have. Yeah, right around where I'm looking at right now. And it looks like the first thing we did with that, I believe, was a reaction to like this fake Fortnite trailer or something like that. Or no, it was FNAF World. It was our playthrough of FNAF World. And also, I didn't even remember I did this. But I also played a demo of Detroit Become Human, which you guys know is the story behind that. It's a giant Let's Play where the 3rd episode on it was like 7, 8 hours. So I just could not put the game down. Crazy. And like then I started still recording this from the TV. From the TV, I didn't have a capture card yet, and still screen recording from my phone and everything. But we were finally at where I had a PC and my PS4 and could record off of those. So reactions were better, some Let's Plays were better, and things just kept getting better and better from there. Until eventually we kind of hit a little bit of a roadblock because my laptop broke. And I had to go back to recording everything weirdly, like reactions kind of picked back up. Well, I started recording reactions with my I would stitch the recording together and the video together and try to make a reaction. And then later down the road, I got another laptop, which was a cheap laptop that I could at least get to do some stuff with. I could not play like crazy intense graphical games or anything like that, but I was able to do my reactions and I was able to do some small stuff. So when I got that, I was back on track a little bit. I was still recording via my PlayStation games that were on that. Around this era, was like when I started playing FNAF Help Wanted before I got my VR and things like that. But then I also started making the music videos not far around this time. And I made a lot of those. Some of them are gone. I don't think I have. Most of them have either have been re-uploaded or going to be re-uploaded. So those are pretty big deals. And I also believe this might have been when we started the PMVs and stuff as well, and AMVs and all those type of MVs I was working on and everything. And it was completely. I also think. And also, I believe around like 2018 is when our first Joyful Christmas started. And Joyful Christmas and VTR's Creepy Frights and now VTR's Month of Love are three things I look forward to doing every year because they are such a nice blend of content. And another video series I'm surprised blew up as much as it did with the Minecraft Story Mode Netflix videos, which blew the heck out of my mind. That was blew up more than the original Minecraft Let's Plays did. I don't remember if I streamed those, if I recorded them. I think I recorded them. I'm looking at it right here, which was crazy how much views those got. But also, and then YouTube just kept going and then going, and everything kept going the way it's been, and then eventually, uh, I got the laptop that I currently use. And things have been running smoothly with video creation ever since. And that's pretty darn nuts. But now another thing I want to talk about is kind of the stuff that's kind of built this channel. Not just the technical stuff or the equipment or stuff like that. First things first, you guys. Even though I don't have a huge audience, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Any view that gets on a video always is something that I genuinely love, and you guys have definitely been a huge part of what this channel has become, and I love that. YouTube is one of my favorite things to do. I can't imagine me not doing it. I love this channel. I love this small community I created, and it's just straight up amazing. I love it, love it, love it. Now, obviously, one of the big things that was a big part of the channel was My Little Pony. My Little Pony was such a big deal on the channel, and even though I don't upload it as much stuff on it as much as I used to, it's still a big important thing to me. Because a lot of the content creators I watch that kind of helped me get ideas and kind of form how I wanted this channel to be going forward, I have to thank those guys. People like Dr. Wolf, AC Race Best, um, um, Firebrand, bunch of others I can't lift off the top of my head. Lightning Bliss, the Wilsonator slash Thespio, or a bunch of them that I watched. Definitely, and not just the Brony YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers helped shape this channel to what it became. Helped me get ideas, inspired me, and it's just, this channel has definitely gotten better thanks to a lot of those content creators. And actually, one of the most popular videos Dr. Wolf actually commented on, which I thought was really cool. I always thought it was really cool when, like, something that I reacted to or something like that, and the creators acknowledged it or whatever. Like, there's comments from the Princess Trixie Sparkle reactions, from Magpie Pony, which was really cool. And there was also the Charles fan film we react to, the Child's Play fan film. Charles, guy that worked on that, commented on how that was really cool. And also, but like, My Little Pony became a huge part of my life and a huge part of the channel. Mostly in the reaction sense, but later I actually created another channel where I in-depthly reviewed My Little Pony episodes. I've only done a few videos over there. I'm gonna do more, but here's, I guess you can consider this the announcement. That's gonna move back over here. But the Brony fandom is a big part of this channel, even though it doesn't seem like it, but it's definitely a big deal to me. I love this channel. I love the Brony community, and that ties into the next community we're going to talk about, which was the FNAF community, which was also a big deal in forming this channel, especially in the horror game department. I became really into FNAF lore. We even made like a FNAF fan film we did like twice, and they were both kind of but FNAF really helped shape this channel because I discovered what it was through Roblox, and then discovered it through actually what it was through Markiplier, and really got engulfed in the lore and the story, and just became a part of that franchise. And one thing, how the Brony fandom and the FNAF fandom overlapped a lot, really was cool for me. So a lot of the content creators that I watched that made Pony content also made FNAF content. So it was really cool for me. Specifically, one that comes to mind was Mando Pony. He made songs for MLP and songs for FNAF, which was both really cool to me. Sorry. That being said, though, this channel wouldn't be what it is without those two fandoms. They inspired a lot of the content that got made on this channel, and I am super happy about that. But now another community, this is a more recent thing of the past few years, that has become I'd even say a bigger part of this channel than those last two things. And that is the Rec Room fandom, Rec Room community. I started playing Rec Room as kind of just a little getaway, because at the time we were all locked inside and everything. And I met so many of my closest friends through that game, and now I've even started a theater company in there, and it has become such a big deal to me, and I love it. The game has become such a big part of this channel, and it's insane. Now, in the past few years, this channel has kind of become a lot focused on gaming. And I don't like that that's mostly all I've been focusing on. I want to try to branch back out and do more boxings, do more of everything. And here's an official announcement. I'm saying this now. Pretty much everything that I migrated to another channel a few years ago is going to get migrated back to this channel. Maybe not the vlog channel. That might stay over there, but we'll see. The vlogs are going to be moved back, or not, everything else is going to be moved back over here. Because at the time, I thought, like, okay, let's kind of weird doing so much different content on this channel, and but it's just me personally. I feel like the stuff works better over here than it ever did over there. Um, Also, this channel already has kind of a following and everything, and the only channel that might stay its own thing is more VTR. Um, but and maybe the vlog channel, undecided on that yet. Um, but definitely I'm gonna be migrating pretty much everything else back. That means anything that's connected to those other videos will be moved back over here, and just all that good stuff. But I really do hope you guys are happy with this channel and everything. It's just amazing. I am extremely happy about this channel and what the future holds for this channel. Super excited. And 10 years of doing this is the most insane thing ever. Like, I'm so glad that like the past 10 years of my life have had YouTube be part of it. Like, yes, we gripe and complain about the way YouTube runs things and everything. We've seen it all. We've seen the changes and the algorithm and all that stuff, but we all still love using this platform. We love making content for this platform. And I don't intend to go anywhere because this channel is so important to me. And I love it so much. I probably wouldn't be who I am today without it. Because it has helped me become more open, more able to talk for long periods of time like this. And it's just, this channel is so important to me. And I'm so glad that I'm able to do it. And there's so much more I want to do in the future for this channel. Because it's insane. Like, it's legitimately insane, some of the stuff I get to do here on YouTube. Like, I love it. And I am so glad I get to share this channel with you guys. Make content for you guys. Also, yeah, obviously make content myself. Obviously. But I think that's it for this video. Once again, I want to say thank you for sticking around, watching the videos, supporting. From between the VeggieTales Ramen era, it's VTR, whatever comes next. Also, if you guys are wondering, this is not the only thing you're getting for the 10-year celebration. We're going to be making a ton of content this week. I have so many videos planned, so many live streams planned. It's going to be a blast. I'm super excited to bring you guys along, all of it. And also, not only that, you're going to be getting the normal videos. You're going to get those videos, but you're also going to get I'm going to get some normal videos as well. And also, I apologize for not really uploading that much last week. Sorry about that. One thing I do want to talk about real quick before, I want to talk about some games and series and movies that have been really important to this. Starting with the games, obviously, Telltale's The Walking Dead is one of the biggest games for the. I recently replayed through the whole thing. One that was really recently that was like one of my favorite experiences on this channel was Hush Hush. It was a dating sim that I really got engulfed in. I was uploading an episode a day, and I am so happy you guys enjoyed the series, watched it, and it was kind of bittersweet uploading the last episode because like By the time I started uploading the episodes, I was already done with the game. I already fully played it. But like uploading the final episode was like, wow. Sorry. Like, wow. It's actually done. We actually finished game on the channel. And then like so many ones that are like important, obviously like The Last of Us is important. Wolf Among Us, Life is Strange. I play a lot of choice-based games, like the Lego games, everything, and then like the reaction series stuff like Daughter of Discord, Princess Trixie Sparkle, like that stuff is crazy. And then reviewing some of the movie franchises because Saw was kind of a weird one because it was kind of hard to review those movies. You go back and watch those reviews, I kind of struggle with things to say about them. But then like more recently, like going through like the Wrong Turn movies and just like going through horror in general is kind of a fun thing to do. But this channel, I don't know what else to say besides I love you guys. You guys are amazing, and I also want to thank all my friends, my family, support, everyone. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my siblings, my brothers, my sisters, all of them for supporting me through the years and keeping helping this channel. The vlogs, I didn't even mention the vlogs. The vlogs are such a good way to preserve memories. Some of them have been lost to time, but I think it's amazing that I get to do this anywhere. It's amazing, and I'm so glad. I want to thank you guys for coming on out to this video and watching it and watching every other video. Don't worry, we got plenty of more 10-year celebration coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!